Namaste, everyone. So I'm glad to see that my sister, both sisters are attending this session, and my younger sister, she is not on video right now, but Suchitra, the name that you see, Suchitra Kulkarni, she has two amazing kids. One is Sania that you are going to hear today, and the other one is Samip, who is world famous. Both of them are like international famous musicians. Samip is a sitar player, and Sania is in classical music. So you might have seen her bio. So I don't want to talk too much about her bio. And basically, these kids are amazing. Sania has a divine gift of music, and she has, with her dedication and hard work, she has maintained it. She is one of the topmost musicians in Hindustani classical music. And about her Gayaki and other things, you can hear more from, look at her bio, and she may explain more about it than me talking about it. So with all that, I also want to mention that today happens to be 10 years since my mother passed away. My means, both my older sister and younger sister are also here. So our mother passed away 10 years ago, and also next month happens to be 100 years since my dad was born. So I just it's kind of that's the one of the things that I want to mention. So with that, Sania, go ahead and you can start.
गुरु बिना कौन बतावे बात, गुरु बिना कौन बतावे बात, गुरु बिना कौन बतावे बात, गुरु बिना कौन गुरु बिना कौन बतावे बात, 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 गुरु बिना बतावे मात, गुरु बिना कौन
Purnima, Guru Bina Kaun Batave Baat. Purnima means full moon, and this moon undergoes through various phases to transform into a matured state. In the same way, a guru enriches and widens a student's knowledge for achieving the perfection. In yoga or in classical music also, Guru Shishya Parampara has an utmost importance. This is Sania Patankar. I'm performing Indian music for last 35 years as full-time profession. I learned music in the systematic Guru Shishya Parampara from Dr. Ashwini Vide Deshpande of Jaipur Atroli Gharana. She insisted me to take higher education in academics also with music. That made my thoughts regarding meditation, music, spirituality more scientific. I would like to share these thoughts with you on the auspicious occasion of the Guru Purnima and Ashadi Ekadashi. At the early age of 4, I started learning music, and my passion could take shape of my career by God's grace. For years, because of music, I am experiencing my growth and development as an individual also. Music is a divine blessing and the greatest binding factor beyond all boundaries. I think spirituality is not something different from our daily lives. It should be integrated in our daily life. To go deeper within yourself in yoga or in music doesn't mean that one should get detached from the world. Like my parents exposed me to the good music in childhood only, I do insist all the parents to introduce their children to music from childhood and even when they are in mother's womb. When I started yoga abhyas as an exercise, I experienced it as mental exercise too. As explained in yoga for years, Prana Shakti. Prana Shakti is the base of life and the only common thread between our one's soul and body is the pure breath. It is even scientifically proved that you can lead a happy and healthy, peaceful life because of proper breathing techniques. For maintaining flexibility of vocal cords and flexibility of body also. Interestingly, the principles are very similar. I would like to demonstrate few techniques which we singers and vocalists performance we use in voice culture. If you use these techniques which are similar to pranayam, then becoming a good melodious singer is no more a dream. I would suggest you to add to your daily meditative yoga exercise the divine and shruti based sound of tanpura, at least the tanpura machine. Tanpura is the bass instrument, and this is the bass note or swar or the ground on which we can sow seeds of our total musical octave. We should tune our voice perfectly to the tanpura and sing Om parallel to Sa. So I'm tuning my tanpura just to demonstrate. So here is the bass note tanpura. So Om itself creates body vibrations, oscillations, stability of mind, as well as the qualitative voice, which is utmost important for a vocalist. The throw of voice should be at the pinpoint in the center of the sphere of Om. So please practice Om 15 minutes in the morning in Kharaj, that is lower octave, Madhya, middle octave, or Tar, the upper octave, and then sing any song you like in the evening. There will be tremendous positive difference in your own sound quality. Now I will sing a song explaining the importance of this particular Omkar. Omkara Ananta Athanga Paramikara Omkara Ananta Athanga Paramikara Anadi Ananta Athanga Paramikara Nada Brahma Parameshwara Nada Brahma Parameshwara Nada Brahma Parameshwara Saguna Rupa Sakara Omkara Anadi Ananta Athanga Paramikara Omkara Sapta Sura Swarga Sata Sapta Sura Swarga Sata Sarasatmana Vedanata Sarasatmana Vedanata Sukha Nidhana Sanjivata Sukha Nidhana Sanjivata Shashvata Amruta Dhara Omkara Nadi Ananta Athanga Paramikara Omkara Sura Sparsha Sura Shravana Sura Sparsha Sura Shravana Swaragandhita Shvasana Swaragandhita Shvasana Tibiracha Garbhe Swara Tibiracha Garbhe Swara Tejomaya Hunkara Omkara Nadi Ananta Athanga Paramikara Sura Sadha Swara Sadhana Sura Sadha Swara Sadhana Sura Rupa Swara Darpana Sura Rupa Swara Darpana Swara Bhasha Pavare Gare Gama Bhashara Bhasha Sari Baba Baba Magare Swara Bhasha Resare Sari Baba Magare Swara Bhasha Swara Chintana Swara Bhasha Swara Chintana Swara Vishwakara Omkara Nadi Ananta Athanga Paramikara Omkara.
So, Sania, there are some comments that the sound is not very clear, both vocal sound as well as the Tanpura. So I don't know.
At least vocal sound should be okay.
So
it is okay now.
Like this is okay.
While singing, I think there is some clash of Tanpura and vocal.
Okay.
We'll try. Yes. So this Omkar gives us roundness, depth of voice, creates peace of mind, concentration in studies or arts for children also. In every school, there should be a special voice and mind training, according to my thinking. But what happens usually? In case of yoga, meditation, or classical music, people do think that before a particular age or maturity level, they can do this. and they show interest in those aspects only during their middle age. I performed in the world famous Savai Gandharva Mahotsav, Savai Gandharva Bhimsen Mahotsav in Pune in front of 30,000 audience. But there also there were more than 70% were the senior citizens only. Now my question is, why can't we start looking within ourselves from early age only with deep training of yoga as well as music? My uncle Shrikant Sabnis started the good work already, and children of even at the age of 5 also conducting yoga sessions in your center. I would like to move your attention to one more point regarding choosing and listening to the right kind of music and appreciation of the same. In the present era of information blast on internet and other mediums also, it's really difficult the selection of music. Therefore, proper guru should be there who will suggest us what to listen and what not to listen also. Your deep inner soul development can't happen without listening to qualitative music, which may be vocal or instrumental, maybe Indian or Western also. Music which is only rhythm or beat oriented can make make our body move, but classical music, any kind of classical music moves our mind, or our mind flows. That is the difference. Even not as a career, but for overall personality development, if we expose our children to play instruments like tanpura, tabla, harmonium, keyboard, piano, or whatever, it can directly enhance their brain power and creativity too. Music is so powerful tool that I have seen music as therapy also, with many ragas in different for different kind of illnesses. In case of special children and patients also, musical has miraculous healing power. Uh, of course, depending upon the perfection, position, and intensity of notes. Of course, any music cannot heal yourself. Now, next to Omkar is the breathing exercise, taking deep breaths right from stomach, chest, throat cavities, and holding it for 25 to 30 seconds. This is very useful for vocal music called as Dam Swas Karyas, Dam Sas. All of you already know Brahmari, Kapalbhati, Anulom Vilom, Ujjain, exercises of vowels like a, e, u, a for vocal cords and for the pronunciation also. Humming or mukhabandi with akar inside is also good for lungs. We do in music, and mukhabandi also is there. Akar inside and closing your mouth like. And normal humming. At least to hold for 25 to 30 seconds, like your yoga postures you hold. Then there is occasion of Ashadi Ekadashi also, and the pronunciation Vithala is also very important. Vithala, Vithala, Vithala. It has highest level of vibrations and very useful for your lungs and heart also. As you hold your body in one yogasana for flexibility, similarly, voice exercises are there in music for stamina and perseverance. stretching of voice, tension and release of vocal cords, cardio exercises of Sapat Saral Tan. Tan is the fastest movement of notes like ah, 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 so like cardio exercises of walking, running, or cycling. This may be and could be called as cardio vocal cords. Of course, weights. When we do weights in the gym, for vocal cords also, there are gamaks. Making your voice with some weight, producing your voice with some weight. And of course, for lighter forms of music like film music and qawwali, there is there are slightly lighter alankars also, like murki. So these are many exercises of alankars and everything, and like this is our vocal voice gym with all types of exercises, including from yogasan, like cardio, weight training, everything. Now Shrikant Mama will play the a cardio and very higher level of rhythmatic pattern also, breathtaking one bandish. In my one of my performance clip he is going to play now. So this was the cardio exercise totally, but you may have heard the word Kharaj Sadhana, that is bowing in the lower octave with mid. Mid is just sliding from one note to another in the rounded manner. Other ornaments like khatke, murki, I have already described. Khatke are the jerks. These are helpful for respiratory tract in the present pandemic situation also. Music is so natural, according to me, that every human has an ability to sing or dance. You just need to explore and improve your abilities. Even our heartbeats are also in same rhythm. There is total cycle of rhythm in nature from day to night, and also there are seasons and seasonal ragas also are there. Our prayers like Marathi artis, they are also in the rhythmatic pattern or jati of 3 or 4, like Sukhakarta, Dukharta, Varta, Vignachi. So this clapping also helps the vibration of body, as well as there is a rhythmatic pattern in our traditional prayers also. Many times in audience, people don't understand why classical singers are doing ah and ooh and everything. The reason is very scientific. When you throw air inside through full-throated akar, then only you can get a crystal clear voice. And if akar is reduced, then air will be automatically thrown up through the nasal cavities, and nasal voice will be produced. So better to sing in full akar, like in our Jaipur Gharana, we have received this talim. In case of dry throat also, many pranayam and voice exercises are recommended. This is equally applicable for use of voice in communication, acting, and other fields also. Now moving to the forms of Indian music. They range from old chants in Samveda to Drupad and present Khayal style. 3 notes chanting in Veda, like da ra 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 ra. We can observe this in any ceremony also, like marriage, when the pandits they do chant shlokas in the similar manner for creating the good vibes. There are seasonal ragas which are specially performed in all the 6 seasons, like monsoon, summer, winter, spring, autumn. Indian folk music is also very much enriched. For example, Gujarati Garba, Marathi Angai Geet, Lavani, Baul music of Bengal, Rajasthani Mand, Punjabi Heer Ranjha, Tappa, Pahadi, Dhoon. Then all of you know devotional, social, cultural, meditative value of the type bhajans. Abhanga in Marathi language, Abhanga is Abhanga, that is, it cannot be broken. It is a continuous composition. Various saints like Sant Tukaram, Sant Jnaneshwar, Sant Ramdas, Kabirji, Sant Mira, they explained us the truths of our lives and helped in the social reforms through kirtans on Ashadi Ekadashi. They also taught us the virtues of secularism, love, respect, humanity through their bhajans. Now, on this particular occasion of Ashadi, Mama, can you please play the Hey Govinda song? And I'm very much glad my aunt Shubhangi Maushi is present here and she taught me this bhajan when I was just 6 years old. And I still remember, and she is like my guru also from my childhood. I just performed this bhajan on television on DD channel. And so, can you please play Hey Govinda?
Go
So it was really devotional, and this bhajan do inspire me whenever I'm in the difficult situation of life. So really, I'm thankful to Shubhangi Maushi. Now rasas. Ras is defined in Indian musical aspect as well as in traditional scriptures in Rasa Siddhanta. What is Ras? In simpler words, Ras is the particular state of mind. There are rasas like Shanta, Vibhatsa, Adbhut, Shringar, Hasya, Karun, Raudra, Veer, Bhayanak. So there are few forms of Indian music in which there is emphasis more on Shringar Ras, that is romanticism. For example, Tumri Dadra, Ghazal, or Marathi Bhav Sangeet. We can see combination of bhakti and Shringar also in many compositions. Piya doesn't always mean as beloved, but it can be Parmeshwar or Param Tattva also. Like you may have heard from Pandit Bhimsen Ji, पिया के मिलन के आस. So singer tries to go beyond the romanticism to bhakti ras. Uh, Shri Krishna is combination of all these rasas. So I would request Shrikant Mama to play one Jhula composition, which is a light classical, which is to be performed in the rainy season in Uttar Pradesh. Jhula is the swings are tied on the trees in the rainy season, and the rhythm of Jhula, the rhythm of emotions, and with Radha Krishna Shringar, the descriptions are there. So we will listen to Jhula now. this was Jhula, and I am reading the comments of audience also, and very knowledgeable audience today we have, and I'm very much grateful to all of you. Fortunately, during my music journey, I received blessings from great maestros like Bharat Ratna Lata Ji Mangeshkar, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, Pandit Jasraj Ji also awarded me the award was in his name, Pandit Jasraj Award. Ustad Ali Akbar Khan Sahab, Kana Saraswati Kishori Ji Amonkar also. I learnt in Guru Shishya Maukhik Parampara, and now teaching to my students is like looking at your mirror image. So I got opportunity to perform in many countries also. While performing in India or outside, I get many experiences. I would like to share one experience with you that before 3 years I was in Europe, and one lady named as Helga, she came to listen to my performance, which was based on Malhar, that is rainy season based rag. And she didn't know anything about Indian music, or she hadn't previously heard of any in Indian form also. But after listening to my recital, she asked me, "Are you calling the rains?" So at that point, I realized that the tranquility and purity of music is really beyond all boundaries. Music personally taught me looking deeply into my inner self, dedication, hard work, humanity, emotions, peace, positive spirit, toughness, spirituality, and of course, overcoming my own personal weaknesses also. Music has helped me. It gives me immense pleasure to inform all of you that for spreading this happiness through music, I will be conducting one music workshop regarding riyas and performance techniques, in which many monsoon ragas, malhars. I will be teaching forms like sargam, bandish, even film music based on classical, natya, geet, bhajans. This workshop is going to be there as on 30th, 31st of July and 1st August. Daily 2 hours I will be teaching in this workshop. It is arranged by Times Group, and anyone you can be in contact with me if you wish to attend this workshop. It is open to all age groups, as well as for music lovers also, music students, performers, everyone. So I'm sure that music will enrich you definitely, and will become after this talk an integral part of your life. Again, I'm very much thankful to Mr. Shrikant Sapnis, my mama, for this beautiful opportunity to connect to all of you after long gap, and all the audience. Also, I'm grateful for their valuable time. Namaste. See you soon in person or online whenever opportunity is there again. Thank you.